cut out. Here's something new that I did. That's a carbon fiber. That's an orange carbon fiber chain guard. And yes, I did make that. And it fits perfectly. And I couldn't perfect it, but it looks pretty good. But, you know, I mean, it's my first one. I made a bunch of parts, carbon fiber, such as that. And I've got so many parts, I'm just trying to get rid of it. I've got 5 sets of carburetors I'm trying to sell also. But basically, with these fans, I put 10W30 in this right here, and it's a very good 10W30. It's Valvoline fully synthetic, and it has ran the thermostat in the bike is set at 192 or 200. It's holding steady on the highway at 95 at I would say 210, 220 maybe. So it's almost right there, and it didn't cut out at all today. It did not cut out today. I loosened up the cams, which is a trick that I finally figured out, and that is to torque the cams down when you first rebuild the engine and then loosen it after the break-in period so that the flow and the heat expands the bearings and the lobes, and then it settles, and then you loosen the holders, and it just works great, and it's smooth. Now, with the bent connecting rods at 95 or 100, it used to vibrate like crazy. But this is not, I mean, it's vibrating, but it's not nearly, you couldn't even ride past 80 before. So the bent connecting rods was definitely causing the vibration in it. I'm going to show you how to start this thing with a jump box or an external device. Now, the question is, do you have to hit the on button in order to have the bike fire up? The answer is yes. You have to hit the on button. What I'm going to do, now I've got it grounded to the chassis, and that's a jump box. I'm going to hook the hot to the starter here, and as soon as I turn the power on and turn the on button, I'm going to twist the power so that 12 volts goes directly to the starter, and you're going to see it start up. So let me pause it, I'll set it up, and then I'll show you how to quickly start your bike without taking your seat off and jump starting it. But the question that I'm trying to answer today is, with an extra oil cooler, with a rebuilt engine, with all the oil passages cleaned out, with the compression, and with 10W30, which means that the viscosity level is 1 grade below what the factory suggests. Now, it doesn't like 2050 either. So if you run 2050 in it, it's just too thick. It won't even start because the oil's too thick. 5W30 or 540, it seemed like it didn't like. What it does like is a high temperature oil, and it'll run all day. This ran all day, no problems. It didn't cut out, but it did run a little hot, and I did have to let it cool down, let the oil cool down because of the 1030 problem. So the answer is no. With an extra oil cooler and with the fans that I have, such as the LEDs, which are computer fans, and these are extremely high quality computer fans with LEDs on them. The question is, will they cool down the engine enough for it to run a lesser grade oil? And the answer is no. Even synthetic 10W30 is not going to be an applicable situation, although I think 10W40 is going to really work well in it because that's what it usually runs. And I usually run Mobile 1, which is a really good synthetic. It doesn't shift as good right now, but it shifts almost as good as the Mobile 1. So the Valvoline is not a bad oil, Okay, so let me pause this. I'm going to set up the starter, and I'm going to show you how to jump your bike without turning on your ignition. So let me pause it.